So TikTok users in the United States of America woke up today with a message that said this. And then a few hours later, as many of us predicted, it all changed all over again. But what does it mean for you, either as someone who is a small business owner or someone who wants to grow as maybe a content creator using TikTok and other platforms? In this video, I'm going to break down the 5 things I think we should be thinking about this whole TikTok situation, the ban and all the rest of it, what's going to come up and how you should future-proof your business. That's coming right up. Hello everybody, welcome to Creator Enterprises. My name is Sean. I'm your host here. I'm a YouTuber, vlogger, Instagrammer, TikToker. I've been doing social media for over 10 years now. I had over 50 million views. I'm also a time-served marketing director, and social media, I believe, is the biggest avenue of growth for anyone who has a business online or just has a business in general at the moment. I'm really hot and sweaty right now because I'm out in Brazil visiting family, and you can see like I'm not dealing with it very well. Anyway, that's beside the point. It's great to have you here. Thank you for joining me on these videos. Please do subscribe if you're new, and we'll be posting a lot more useful tips and information on this channel regularly to keep you updated with all things social media content for small business owners and content creators, okay? The first thing I want to say about it is, right, I'm making this video and also posting it on Sunday, the 19th of January, 2025. People woke up this morning in America on TikTok with a message saying that it was shut down, as they thought it would be because the US Congress had said by this date, TikTok either had to sell or shut down. And so TikTok chose this shutdown option. You know, many of us believe that TikTok would not sell its US business. They would much prefer to shut down than do that. And so them putting this message out and not allowing anyone from America onto their app was kind of them playing chicken, I think, with politicians. There's obviously a lot of politics going on right now, but the main big political point to make here is tomorrow is the 20th of January 2025. All right, you'll probably be watching this video after then. Donald Trump was to be sworn into office on Monday the 20th. Tomorrow, that's what's going to happen, okay? And Donald Trump has a lot of people who advocate for him, speak about him, on TikTok. And so it was always likely that he would have some kind of favorability to the app. And so for them to shut down the app today, the day before he was going to be inaugurated, it seemed like that was a situation that just would not hold. And so it has become. Just hours after the ban came into effect, TikTok has already removed the ban on its platforms because Donald Trump has said on his own social media platform that one of his first acts in office tomorrow will be to make some kind of executive order delaying this ban for, I think, 3 months, so he and his team can analyze it and decide what to do next. Which means basically if you're on TikTok in America, you kind of have like a stay of execution, if you like, for the next few months. This is something that was inevitable. And really the first point I want to make, right, as we get into this, I've been saying this all along, okay? We should absolutely prepare for the TikTok ban as if it was going to happen, right? I've been saying this for months. However, on the side of that, the other thing I think we should be doing is keep calm and carry on. We were pretty sure that like this situation wasn't certain. A new president coming in, he was obviously going to want to have some kind of impact on this, and so he has. And I suspected that he would want to be involved, and that means that this has been pushed down the road a little bit. And I ultimately think with Donald Trump, like I just get the situation's not going to be as closed down as it has been between TikTok and the US government over the last, I don't know, year, however long it's been since these negotiations have been going on. And I think some kind of resolution will be found. So the first thing I think people should recognize with this whole situation is it's about politics at the moment. And the story is going to be about politics, right? Maybe the app will ultimately be sold, maybe it won't. But whatever the outcome is, it'll be about politics, and that is uncertain. And I think ultimately it will not be banned in America. That's my honest hunch. I think there'll be some kind of resolution. Now, obviously, there are legitimate fears about TikTok, right? Do not get me wrong on this. Like, there are concerns about data and privacy and all the rest of it. TikTok is owned by ByteDance in China. And, the main concern is, like, who owns the data? Can the parent company in China, which has connections to the Chinese government, do they Can they, automatically demand data on US citizens, for example, that kind of thing. So that's why the ban came about from the US government perspective. But I tend to think that that's going to work itself out. And I think there'll be some kind of resolution that comes from this, ultimately, right? But we don't know, it's unpredictable. So, like I said, the first point on this is keep calm, keep using TikTok as you always have been, do not stop using TikTok, right? It was offline for a matter of a couple of hours today, a really, really short period of time. Continue building your profile there as if nothing's gonna happen, but then follow these following 4 steps as well, okay? The second thing I wanna say about the whole TikTok situation, and this is something me and many other people who have been creating content for years have talked about for a long time, is the idea of diversification and not putting your eggs in one basket. Now, if you're a small business owner, you know about not putting your eggs in one basket. If you're an investor, you should know about not putting your eggs in one basket. Generally speaking in life, it is not clever to put your eggs in one basket. And I feel like a lot of people, especially small business owners and content creators who had been building their profile on TikTok in the last few years, had really put all their eggs in the TikTok basket without diversifying. That is, as amazing as TikTok might be and as successful as you might have been on TikTok, that is always going to be a risky strategy because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know about politics. We don't know who's going to shut things down. We don't know how things are going to change, okay? So that's always a risk. We've seen this play out in social media many times before. Applications, social media apps, they shut down, they change, they get bought, the algorithm changes, and things happen. And so we need to be prepared for that. And the main thing you need to do to be prepared for that is not put your eggs in one basket, okay? Number 3, the third thing I want to say about this whole situation. No matter if you are a small business owner or if you're a content creator, there are going to be 2 or 3 at least applications, social media applications that are fit for your purposes, right? You could be a lifestyle travel vlogger. Instagram's going to be there. Facebook pages is another one that could be interesting for you, right? TikTok, of course, is great, but don't just rely on it, right? You've got these other ones. And what I really want you to think about for your own content, no matter what your niche is, right, is where does that fit into the other app? Like, is there another app for you, right? It definitely is. There's lots of options out there. And I'm here to say, no matter how much hype and how many people pay attention to TikTok, there's also massive communities on all the other apps. Pinterest might be one that's for you. There's a huge community of people on Pinterest and people making a lot of money, making good business on Pinterest, right? And I did mention briefly there Facebook pages. A lot of people think Facebook is over and dead and all the rest of it. But let me tell you, Facebook pages, fan pages are alive and kicking. There's a really big opportunity on Facebook pages. And if you're a content creator, I really would encourage you to consider making your content there on Facebook pages. And there's a big opportunity, okay? So make sure you're on 2 or 3 different platforms, no matter what your niche is. If you are, maybe you're in business, right? Maybe you are someone who provides a service like a lawyer or an accountant. Maybe you post on Instagram, TikTok, and you also focus on LinkedIn, right? And this goes back to not putting your eggs in one basket, right? You build up these platforms and so that LinkedIn goes away, TikTok goes away, you've always got the other ones at play as well. And you get different audiences and you will get more growth. So the fourth thing I want to say, and these points are all kind of building off each other really, is that I want you to spend a lot of energy and time investment now, right? Starting right now. And actually, you really should have been doing this for months because we knew this TikTok ban could have come. No matter what happens tomorrow with TikTok, Donald Trump and all the rest of it, right? No matter what happens, even if it seems like the TikTok situation is totally resolved and it's not going to be banned, the thing you need to do is you need to spend time and energy learning your 2 or 3 other platforms intimately, okay? In the same way you've put energy learning how to build your business on TikTok, I want you to put the same energy and time in learning how to build your business on Instagram, on Facebook, on Pinterest, wherever it happens to be. I want you to put that time and energy in learning these platforms, okay? Spend the time understanding who your competitors are on these accounts. What do they do? What do they post? And how do you make them work? Because, it might seem like Instagram is very similar to TikTok, but actually there's really strong nuances between them. And so you need to learn how they're different and how you can grow in each one, how you can stand out in each one and make a difference for your own accounts, okay? That's something you absolutely need to do. And that moves on to the last point for this, okay? One platform I think that has been, maybe disregarded in this conversation, but absolutely should not be, should maybe be right at the top of your list, is the one you're watching this video on right now, YouTube, right? If you are a short form video creator, there is a massive opportunity for you right now on YouTube Shorts to make a difference and to build something of your own, right? A lot of people watch YouTube on their television sets, and that's where they get these kind of long form videos, and that's where people pay attention. But there's a heck of a lot of people and a heck of a lot of attention going towards short form content on YouTube on mobile phones, okay? So that's another platform I would just dive so deeply into over the next few weeks and months, is learning about YouTube Shorts and how you can build a profile there for your business or as a content creator. Is that something for you? Now, there is a bit of a big nuance on YouTube that I want to talk about, okay? It's very rare, okay, that you are able to create long form videos and short form videos on one account and have them both be successful simultaneously. I've seen one or two people who have been able to do that, but that's tough, right? For the majority of people that I've seen, it seems that if you post short form content on YouTube Shorts, that is one audience, right? And they seem to be separate. They're kept separate from those who watch the long form videos. So if you build a huge audience of people who watch your short form content on YouTube, those people tend not to cross over to the long form videos. Not that well, anyway. That's just the evidence I've been seeing. And so if you're someone who's already built a long form platform, maybe start a new account just for your shorts. Like there's no right or wrong answer here. These are just things I've been seeing and some suggestions, okay? So YouTube Shorts, get diving into it really deeply and get posting your stuff there. You've been posting short videos on TikTok now, right? You know what the game is about. Apply that knowledge to YouTube and get learning the slight differences of the platform. Same goes for Instagram, same goes for Facebook. Get doing it and you will win throughout the situation. You will not be caught up in any future TikTok bans, right? We don't know what's going to happen. Tomorrow, a new president comes in the States, and he will, alongside legislators in America, they will make up their minds. We don't know. We don't have a crystal ball. It seems like it's been pushed down the road for 3 months, but that means you now have 3 months to get your act together about your TikTok situation. If you've built your whole business on TikTok, if you've built your whole profile and personality on TikTok, it's time to really not put your eggs in one basket and get moving on 2 or 3 other platforms as well. But do not give up on TikTok yet. This morning, people were posting videos and pictures of coffins of their TikTok account. People who had hundreds of millions of views and followers and all the rest of it. I'm thinking, no, like, don't give up yet. It's not out, right? It's temporary, okay? So there you go. That's my thoughts. And we'll see what happens. But ultimately, that is, my opinion, the best advice I can give anyone is to really start building up your other platforms. And even build up things like email, right? Your email newsletter, because that's a place ultimately that the social media platforms cannot touch. The algorithms can't touch, and any bans in future cannot touch, okay? So thanks for watching this. Hopefully you found it useful. Loads more tips coming up on this channel, so make sure you're subscribed. My name is Sean, and if you want a full masterclass on social media content marketing, whether you're a small business owner or whether you are a content creator, I have a free masterclass running right now. The link is down below. Go and check it out. I'll see you over there. All right? Take care. And until the next one, have a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever time of day it is wherever you are in the world. Cheers.